Dog Talk is sponsored by New Leash Companion Animal Center and A1 Pet Emporium.
Hi, and welcome to Dog Talk. I'm Pat Becker. Have you ever talked with a dog law officer or conversed with a veterinarian who works at an animal shelter and has to euthanize healthy young animals daily? Have you ever visited with rescues and really talked to them about what goes on? This is a dog business, and it's huge. Responsibility with people is the key, and I have some friends who are going to relate to this issue.
This offends me. I am your animal control officer. I'm not the dreaded dog catcher you call me. I'm not the one who allows your dog to breathe and dumps the unwanted puppies on the roadside and in shelters. I'm the one who must find these tiny animals before they die of starvation, exposure, or disease, and as an act of mercy, humanly euthanize them. I'm not the one who leaves unwanted pets on farms, roads, expecting them to survive on their own, but I am the one who picks up the frightened animals, who wait in vain for their beloved masters, wondering why they have been abandoned. I am not the one who fights and breeds dogs in the name of sport, but I am the one who must pick up the dead and dying animals and those people they leave behind. The next time your pet is picked up or you're cited for neglect or abuse, please remember that we are trying to get you to fulfill your responsibility to your pet, your neighbor, and yourself. Do not scorn me, respect me. I'm not a dog catcher. I'm an animal control officer.
It's easy to condemn the person with the pole. When you look, you see just one, not the picture as a whole. This isn't just a job for us. This is our everyday. We see the battered bodies, the broken spirits, and we can't just walk away. Some of them seem to know that we're there to try to help, but for some, it's the only love that they have ever felt. Please, please try to understand that it is you that makes this choice, but it's their death on our hands. Every day we live with the guilt for the ones we couldn't save, but we still come again tomorrow for the new ones here that day. So don't pity us or blame us. Stop this job we have to do. Accept responsibility for your pet. The choice is up to you.
Thank you for contacting our rescues concerning your inability to keep your pet. Unfortunately, we receive an extremely high volume of inquiries to accept surrendered animals. To help us expedite your request, please observe the following guidelines. Do not say that you are considering finding a good home for your pet, or that you feel you might be forced to, or that you think it might be better if you unloaded the poor dog. 95% of you have already got your mind made up that the animal will be out of your life by the weekend, at the latest. Just say so. If you don't, I'm going to waste a lot of time giving you common sense, easy solutions for very fixable problems. And you're going to waste a lot of my time coming up with fanciful reasons why the solutions couldn't possibly work for you.
Please do not waste time trying to convince me that you are really a nice, caring person who is placing your pet with us because you've heard we have no problems finding loving homes for animals. The fact is, we do care and spend year after year trying our best to convince pet owners like you to not get rid of the animals who so depend upon you. When you walk away, this pet has only me and people like me to turn to. We are underpaid, overworked, stressed out, and demoralized. And please, don't get teary-eyed and say that giving up your pet is just killing you. We've heard that before. The truth is, you might do this again. I've heard people say it's easier the second time. So do yourself and us a favor. Don't get another animal if you can't be a responsible pet owner.
OSU Center for Veterinary Health Sciences means education, research, and service. The Veterinary Hospital and Disease Diagnostic Lab are here to serve you. Treating all species, the hospital offers many veterinary medical services. The Diagnostic Lab helps veterinarians identify and treat diseases. The only veterinary college in Oklahoma, OSU veterinarians are practice ready, because healthy animals equal healthy people.
Nestled in the mountains of northwest Arkansas, minutes from Eureka Springs, is Spider Creek Resort. Secluded on 50 acres, our cabins from studios to 3 bedrooms all have fully equipped kitchens and outdoor grills. Spider Creek is a home away from home for families, fishermen, and groups of all sizes. Enjoy hiking, float the crystal clear waters of the White, or fish for trout. Our full-service fly shop will address all your equipment, food, and beverage needs. Spider Creek Resort, your home in the mountains.
A1 Pet Emporium is Oklahoma's authority on healthy nutrition for dogs and cats.
Quality does not have to cost more, and we have only the best. If your dog or cat suffers from allergies, digestive issues, skin infections, hair loss, or is just plain finicky, we can help.
Local pet rescues with adoptable pets are on site most Saturdays from noon to 4. We are locally owned and operated and want to be your neighborhood pet food store. Give your pet the best by shopping at A1 Pet Emporium, northwest corner of May and Britton.
You could be the next contestant on Wild Card, KSBI's fast-paced, fun local game show. We're looking for people who aren't afraid to let their personality shine. Auditions will be this Saturday. To sign up, go to ksbitv.com. Watch Wild Card weeknights at 6:30 and midnight, only on MyKSBI.
Don't miss the KSBI Saturday movie, Mod Squad, starring Omar Epps and Dennis Farina. Tonight at 7, only on MyKSBI TV.
I would like to thank Bob Hakeem and Megan Montgomery, Ron Burton, and Trinity Goodwin for giving us this wonderful, wonderful issue expression. It is so true, and we hope that you will take it to heart. I'd like to welcome as a forum to talk about the episodes that we have, the issues that we have in this dog business, Barbara Lewis from New Leash on Life.
How are you today?
I'm doing very well. Dana Puckett, who is with Pet Angels. Thank you so much, you guys, for coming. And this is Christina Myers, and you are from the Oklahoma City Animal Shelter.
Yes.
And Dr. Bonnie Boone, you are the veterinarian. So tell me, what feeling did this give you, Bonnie, when you saw these people talking about the truth?
It was very empowering. They said what all of us have felt in a very eloquent manner, and it can't be stressed enough that we all have to do our part to make the lives of these animals better.
Mm-hmm. So what is it like then for you? Do you get used to the stress? Do you get used to the issues that come from doing what you do?
You can take it 2 ways. Initially, when I first got into shelter medicine, I wouldn't hardly look at the animals. I would just focus on my work, and when I went through the wards, I wouldn't really look at them, because when you get that eye-to-eye contact, it really touches you, and you have to be strong to get your work done. Mm-hmm. So for many years, I was just like, and I tried not to work too far outside of the scope of my responsibilities. As I've aged, I guess I've gotten a little bit more, I don't know, the barriers have been coming down.
Desensitized at all?
Yes and no. As a veterinarian, you can't help but really feel the issues.
Well, yeah, of course, I would assume because you're used to healing, like most physicians, that is your purpose. That's what you went to school for, mm-hmm. is to learn to heal. Mm-hmm. So having to end the life of an animal who is mm-hmm. young and healthy, it's got to be very stressful.
It is stressful. Fortunately for veterinarians, a lot of times they aren't doing the actual killing. Mm-hmm. Other staff, certified euthanasia technicians or veterinary technicians are doing the killing, mm-hmm. but the veterinarian just oversees it. If I had to personally do the killing when I worked at Oklahoma City, I wouldn't have lasted as long as I lasted.
So the best form of euthanasia for an animal is what?
Best form is lethal injection with a sedation or deep sedation prior to.
Absolutely. So what do you think of the gas chambers?
I think the gas chambers have their use in limited aspects, like wildlife that carry rabies, like for if you're going to get rid of skunks, you know, you don't need to be handling those. People don't need to be handling them to inject them with anesthetics, things like that. Or injured wildlife that the process of actually restraining the animal physically would put them through more stress than being put into a chamber.
Yes. So, but for domesticated pets, this is unconscionable. So, Christina, you actually go out to some of these areas and you do exactly what this dog law officer was talking about.
Yes.
So what is the stress? What do you feel?
Well, every day I go to work and my goal is to put myself out of business. That's what I would love to do.
Absolutely.
And you're absolutely right.
So obviously, when you get in situations, give me an example of a very stressful situation for you out there in the field.
Having to remove someone's dog, you know, in front of their family, because it's dangerous and they don't have the responsibility to care for their dog properly, and they let it run the streets and terrorize the neighborhood. You know, removing a pet from a home where there's a loving family, that's probably the most painful.
Yes, I would imagine it is. So do you get criticism from people?
Oh, yes, every day.
In real time?
Oh, yes.
And what do they say?
A whole
that you can
strew
mention.
of bad things. A whole strew.
Yes.
But I just take it with a grain of salt. You know, I'm there to protect the animal and protect citizens. And I don't carry it with me.
And you definitely deserve the respect, you know, that you do for you do your job, and we appreciate it. So tell me then, Dana, you run a rescue, and it's been in effect for a good while. So what is the biggest issue that you find?
Often just the misconception that people really think that, you know, send it to a rescue, they can find a home for it. No, we're stockpiled on dogs waiting for a home. If we had dogs waiting, you know, a list of people who wanted to adopt a dog, we wouldn't have 75 or 100 animals in our care. So, and just like her, you know, our goal is to put ourselves out of business. You know, if everybody would spay and neuter their pet, take on their animal for the lifelong commitment of the animal, not just for convenience. If you're wanting to enjoy a pet, but you're not at a point in time in your life that you can commit that 15-year commitment, look into fostering. So that way you're not putting a burden on the shelters or the rescues in 2 years, but in fact you're helping them and you still get your puppy time.
Absolutely. Very profound. So Barbara, what are your thoughts?
My main thoughts are so many parents feel like in order to be a good parent, one of the things that you're supposed to provide for your family, for your children, is a pet. They don't like pets, but in order to be a good parent, I have to let my children have one because they want one. And what I want to tell parents is that does not make you a good parent. We get calls from people that have had a dog for 6 or 7 years because they got it for their child. Now their child has grown up and gone to college, left the dog at home, and they don't want the dog. And so I'm telling parents, if you don't like animals, do not let your child have a pet. And
the bottom line is the responsibility.
Absolutely.
If you can't give the responsibility that goes with it, because each pet, a domesticated pet, has to become a member of the family. And if that member of the family is treated like the rest of the kids, like the rest of the people in the family, then everything works out so well. Dogs can improve people's lives. We know that. Right. Behaviorists tell us that. But there are people, and some cultures make it difficult too.
But the thing is I don't want people to feel guilty or feel like they're a bad person if they don't like pets. Everybody doesn't like dogs, and that's okay. True. It doesn't make you a bad person. Just be brave and say, I'm sorry, I don't like pets, and...
Exactly, and I think that's important, an important issue, because all of us who work in this business do not dislike people if they don't take to dogs, if they will just be responsible and say, I'm sorry, you know, because we will say, please don't get this dog if this is not the dog for you. Puppies are an impulse item, and all puppies look beautiful. Right. But this puppy may be a dog that is of a certain breed of dog, which has been bred for something that does not fit your lifestyle. So it will not be happy, you will not be happy. So please, guys, I think the bottom line here is please don't put any of us in this position. If you don't want an animal, please don't get one. If you do want an animal, research it. Am I right, guys?
Absolutely.
Research the breed, because the dog should fit in with your lifestyle.
And all puppies are sweet and cute. How many calls do we get that my dog all of a sudden, now that they're 8 or 10 months old, have this behavior?
Yes.
And I'm thinking,
yes, and
no,
which they don't understand because the dog was bred
it's not all
to
of
do
a sudden.
something. That's right. That's right. It probably always did. It probably always did. And of course, rescue is a fantastic thing. We cannot discount the importance of rescue because we do take care of other people's problems. What we do is clean up after them. Am I right? What we do is substitute the love that they never got.
But we would love not to have to.
Absolutely, absolutely. Guys, I appreciate it so much. Dr. Boone, thank you so much. Christina.
Thank you.
And you guys, we appreciate it so much. This is the truth, guys. This is the truth, and we hope that you will take it to heart. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
A1 Pet Emporium is Oklahoma's authority on healthy nutrition for dogs and cats.
Quality does not have to cost more, and we have only the best. If your dog or cat suffers from allergies, digestive issues, skin infections, hair loss, or is just plain finicky, we can help.
Local pet rescues with adoptable pets are on site most Saturdays from noon to 4. We are locally owned and operated and want to be your neighborhood pet food store. Give your pet the best by shopping at A1 Pet Emporium, northwest corner of May and Britton.
We get it. Your time equals money. And if you can't get to work, you can't get paid. Why would you want to stay all day at a dealership? We hear you loud and clear, Oklahoma. Now you can shop from work or home. Just visit us at thekeyonline.com and complete our easy online application. It usually takes about 15 minutes. Once you're approved, you can select your vehicle from our online inventory and we'll have it waiting for you. And don't worry about bad credit financing. We do that too. The Key. Cars, loans, life.
Married with Children, coming this fall to MyKSBI.
Want to learn all about raising a kitty or how to socialize your dog? We're here to help. New Leash Companion Animal Center offers facilities for sporting events, no-cost pet bathing, spay, neuter, and vaccination clinics with a huge database of animal resources, including dogs trained for special needs. New Leash Companion Animal Center is the best resource for all animal-related issues. Your animal information station.
We'd like to welcome Sean Pop. How are you?
I'm doing quite well.
You are the new director of Second Chance.
Correct.
And we welcome you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, I am so pleased that you were here. And I don't know if you know Dana Puckett. No.
Nope, we have not met previously.
She is with Pet Angels. And we're going to talk a little bit about rescue. Now, I sent Susan Owen down there to kind of do a little run-through with your place. Yeah. And I'd like to show that you can tell us what's going on here with it.
Well, taking you in through the front entrance, and this is our small dog room in the front where we keep all of our small to medium dogs.
Cute pup.
Cute
Absolutely.
Guys. This would be our big dog runs. Of course, this is where our medium and the larger size dogs are. And then this is our cattery, where we have all of our cats.
Yeah, I understand that's quite a nice room.
It is. We've done a lot to improve it, and we're constantly working on improving it. We actually do quite a bit with cats as well as the dogs.
Precious.
We have indoor, outdoor, so they can go anytime they want. They're welcome to be inside or outside, lay in, sun themselves.
Yeah, kitties do that.
This is our adoption board. This is all of our available animals that we currently have in the shelter. And this is our monthly adoptions. So this is everybody who's been adopted through the month. Yeah. And we're working our way back.
I can see that, so through some precious puppies.
Our laundry facilities, which of course are very, very important to us. We change our laundry twice a day, every day for every animal.
Wow.
So that's a big deal. One of the things that we're very lucky to have is an on-site veterinary suite. Makes a huge difference.
And I understand that Bonnie Boone, Dr.
Boone is actually our in-house veterinarian. That's Eric. He's one of my techs. He does a great job. Here we are, just walking the facility, Barnett. The dogs get
playing,
pools,
having
playing.
a good time.
Absolutely. We try and make sure that they're outside as much as possible. Get them out of their little kennels and cages, and spend some time socializing them, walking them. Constantly cleaning their dogs.
Yeah, you know, and since I was there the last time, there are a great deal of improvements down there.
We've been working very hard to improve things, make things better. One of my missions personally, since I took over, is little by little, just every little thing that I can make better, we work to make better. Of course, it takes time. There's no magic wand to make everything go overnight.
And that is so important. And both of these rescues are very strong, and I really enjoy chatting with you guys because I really appreciate everything both of these rescues do. And you had mentioned too, Dana, there are some rescues that are a little tenuous, aren't they?
Yes, I mean, you really got to do your research. Bottom line is, if you don't care where the dog goes, take the dog to animal control. But unfortunately, there's many people out there, you know, there's a black market and everything. You know, if there's a place to make $1, you have some unscrupulous person that's going to take advantage of that.
And call themselves a rescue.
Right,
and
you know,
solicit funds and that sort of thing.
People will see, you know, they'll post on Craigslist that they're looking for free kittens, you know. You know, those are always red flags. Some places they tell you they're a rescue and they request a intake fee. That's not always questionable. Some organizations do that, but you need to know your organization. A quick way to check is call their local animal control. You know, has the animal control ever heard of them? Most of the legitimate organizations are going to work with the animal control. And if they're not, chances are there's a question to why they're not. And if there is that question, just straight up ask the group, you know, hey, I checked with animal control, they've never heard of you. Why?
I know it's another aspect of, and it's very difficult because people have heard the word rescue so much. And they do accept and depend upon them. You know, I have a poster over here. This is an interesting, sometimes rescues can get a little complicated. This dog named Ravi is in Bixby right now, and the lady who lost this dog gave up on the dog, and apparently the dog was adopted with an older woman, and the older woman's children, when the older woman passed away, took the dog. So, you know, it's very difficult. You know, very, very difficult. But if anyone had seen Ravi, the lady who owns this dog originally, and of course this dog, both of you I will say, was not microchipped, which is a biggie. But bless little Ravi's heart, we hope that she is returned to her former owners. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to have a little doggy parade.
Absolutely.
A1 Pet Emporium is Oklahoma's authority on healthy nutrition for dogs and cats.
Quality does not have to cost more, and we have only the best. If your dog or cat suffers from allergies, digestive issues, skin infections, hair loss, or is just plain finicky, we can help.
Local pet rescues with adoptable pets are on site most Saturdays from noon to 4. We are locally owned and operated and want to be your neighborhood pet food store. Give your pet the best by shopping at A1 Pet Emporium, northwest corner of May and Britton.
If you have a dog, then you know that accidents happen. You've tried pads, but they just spill off the corner onto the floor. Tired of coming home to a mess every single day? There's gotta be a better way. Introducing the Bullseye Pee Pads, specifically designed so your dog only pees in the center. The problem with regular pee pads is that your dog will pee anywhere on the pad, which could be messy. But the Bullseye Pee Pads have concentrated pheromones that attract your dog right to the center of the pad only. Now your dog hits the target every time, guaranteed. Bullseye. It even locks in odors and releases a pleasant scent. The revolutionary Bullseye has pheromones right in the center of the pad. Plus, the ultra-absorbent quilted material is filled with odor-eliminating micro-lock beads that absorb and hold the liquid. Watch, we poured the same amount of liquid onto both pads. See it run off a leading competitor's pad, but not the Bullseye pad. And even when we add more, it still stays off the floor for all-day use. The Bullseye is the best for puppy training. and teaches your dog exactly where to go outside too, so your grass will never look like this again. No one likes to go out in the snow or cold pouring rain. The Bullseye keeps you both inside warm and dry, and the Bullseye is a must if you live in an apartment. Your dog will never need to wait for the elevator again. Stop using pads that leak on the floor or worse onto your carpets. With the Bullseye, you'll never clean a mess again. Call now and get 24 Bullseye pee pads for only $12.99. If you order right now, we'll send you 6 more pads absolutely free. That's 30 pads. But wait, order now and you can double the offer and get 30 more. Plus, you can also get our famous Crazy Critter. This stuffing-free toy equals hours of fun for the dog you love. The Bullseye pee pads, just $12.99. Call now.
Call 1-800-509-1761. But hurry and get a special offer on a second set of Bullseye pee pads with your order. But you must call now. 1-800-509-1761.
We're facing a long, hard journey. Maybe even harder than I can imagine. It's all about slim chances now.
It's a waste of time all this hoping and praying.
Group is split. You're completely in over your head. No one's thinking clearly. But we have to start. Our lives depend on it.
The Walking Dead, premiering October 1st at 8, 7 Central on My Network TV. Viewer discretion advised.
Dog Talk is sponsored by New Leash Companion Animal Center and A1 Pet Emporium.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
So, Sean, you have brought us some dogs today which are for adoption.
Absolutely. First, we're going to start with Barnett. Barnett's Anatoly Shepherd. Sorry,
yes,
I'm
yes,
tongue-tied.
Anatoly, absolutely.
And he was actually adopted from us when he was about 8-10 weeks old.
Yeah.
And the adoptive parents took him home, threw him in their backyard, and that's pretty much where he stayed for a year.
How sad is that?
And then he got dropped at Edmond Animal Control, and of course he's microchipped as all of our animals are. So we got him back, and he weighed about 15 pounds more than he does now just because of the matted hair and the big mess that we had to groom off of him. And then he was heartworm positive.
Yeah.
So we treated him for heartworm. He came
and how old
through
is
great.
He now?
He is just shy of a year and a half with the treatment
wow.
and things that we've
Yeah.
done because he's been with us for a couple months for treatment.
Yeah.
He is amazing for being what he's been through.
Mhm.
Absolutely amazing, but he's such a sweetheart.
Oh, such resilience. They all do that. That's just amazing. Thank you so much, honey. So who do we have here?
Here we have Fauna. Fauna is actually about a year and a half old. Chihuahua Dachshund. She's very sweet. She likes to snuggle and play, don't you, sweetheart? Hi, yeah, you do. Yeah.
Precious.
And everybody that we're doing here today is available for adoption right now.
Okay.
They're all in our adoption program right now.
So who's the
And that's Tucker. Tucker is
Chihuahua
2 years old, Chihuahua mix, very playful. Hey, Tucker.
Precious.
Hi.
And who do we
just a
have
cutie.
here? The fuzzy little dog.
And then this fuzzy little guy.
Yes.
Actually, fuzzy little girl is
Little girl.
Reese. And Reese is Pyrenees and absolutely adorable. We actually rescued her 5 sisters, and 1 brother.
Oh, wow. And so the little black
And
dog who
that's
is so
Sam. This is little Sam. He was our little actor earlier. He's about 7 weeks old. Labrador mix, and they are all available. They're all veterinarian up, and they all have their microchips ready to go.
Fantastic. So these are, and this is the thing, when you go with a reputable rescue, it's the way to do it. And where you're located in?
We're in Norman, Oklahoma. We're
address is?
right on the border of Norman and Moore. We're 4500 24th Avenue Northwest.
Precious, precious. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much,
Thank you
Sean,
for having us.
for bringing him up. And we wish you well as
you.
the new director.
Thank you.
It is a fantastic facility with a great reputation, and you will embellish that.
Yeah, we're working on it.
Oh, yes, and he says, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bueno, gracias. See you later. We'll see you later, folks. Watch us next week. Going to have another great show. Oh, you're so good. You are so good. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, see, I want attention.